Hey guys, coming at you Saturday evening. Been working on the tractors and having a lot of fun. And I want to get into some stuff with you guys. We have been getting as much done on these as we can get. Radiators are off the ground, looking pretty good. We're going to take the Sharpie and we're going to finish them out. Put in the inserts here um, on the inside here. Got them where we need them on both of those. I will be putting paper tape over the on the other side of that before it's over with. So the interior will be complete except for the floor. I got the seats put together. Um, Stopped at Lowe's today, and I picked these up. You're probably scratching your head. What are you picking up there? Well, what these are going to be the top of the air cleaners in the tractors, and that's what they look like. And they're so close in scale, and you'll be able to put them right up on top like that, and that'll be the top of your air cleaner. Look really good. Excited about getting into that. Also, I am working hard on getting the grills ready to roll here. Now, when you take the grills out of these tractors, a patch kit is perfect for putting it back in. And I'm going to show you that down the road here, but that's coming. I've got to get some stuff done, some prep work to make that happen, and it's coming. So hang in there on that. I will show you guys how to do that. Now, if you take the grills out, okay, make sure before you do anything with the grills, as far as putting them back in, put the frame in this first, glue it back in. That way, and make sure that when you glue it, super glue it in. Make sure you have super glue all the way around it. Anyway, if you do that and you just make sure that it's as flush as you can get it, you'll be fine. And then we're going to have to build the structure around, which is not going to take long, but I'll have to go through that with you guys. Now, what we did was we got the lights in. We've got the Freightliner thing in here for the ventilation. We went ahead and darkened out the seals around the glass and everything down here as well. And of course, we did the back. I think about what else. I am going to show you guys the engine in this. That is our engines completed. They're in the frame right now. And I want to give a big shout out to Jerry Carnes, a good friend of mine. I'm going to do a demo right now on how to make a dipstick. Now, this part right here is, I'm talking about right there, is made out of this tubing. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this stuff right here you can get from a Hobby Town, and we're basically going to take this, run it down into the tube like that. Okay. You're going to want to bend that so you know where you're going to be. You're going to be like right there. Fold over like so. Like that. I'm going to come in right there. Okay. Real soft metals, you'll be able to cut it pretty easily. Now, what we're going to want to do next, we want to make this into like a curlicue, like just like that. That's what you want. Okay. Next thing you're going to want to do. Okay, you know you're going to have a hard time seeing them. They're little tiny beads. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of glue on that. And that's going to be your end that goes all the way up. Let me show you here. Take your super glue. Good stuff. Hobby Lobby. I'm going to take that. Okay. Well, got to keep my hand on it for one thing. I'll be making 2 of these, but this is the one that I wanted to show you guys on how to do this. You want to take it and you want to put a little glue right there. Yeah, just a little globicle, it ain't going to hurt anything. Okay, and then you want to take this. Yeah, come here. Okay. Slide it all the way up. Take your knife, go ahead and reposition. Just like that. And that is your dipstick. Whoop. Oh, I don't, yeah, just like that. There we go. That's going to be your dipstick right there. And let that dry. And yeah, I will be painting it the color of the engine. But that's how you make a dipstick. And that's a workable one. It's just an extra detail. You don't have to do that. I mean, of course, I don't like the dipsticks on the engines that they have, but I'm not crazy about it. But it is what it is. The engine is that color. And I wanted to show you guys tonight. Let me find my whoosh here. This is what they call the brown whoosh that Tamiya makes. It's good stuff. It really is good stuff. Now, if you're scratching your head about the lights on the tractor, I wanted to mention this real quick. You can get these at the dollar store. They're self-adhesive. You pull them off, you put them right on where you want to light, and you got a light. It literally looks neat. It's easy to do. Okay, and what you want to do with this, we want to put a little bit of oil on this motor. I know I'm not going to go crazy with it, but I just want to show you some of the stuff that you can do here with this. And we're just going to come in and we're just going to touch it. It adds a lot of realism. It really does. And, you know, you may have to shake this up a bit more. You know, like right now I'm going to give it another shake. Just like that. Cummins diesels are known for leakage. They're known for using oil. Though they're good motors, and they are. After a while, they do. I mean, the guys, I talked to a man that worked for CF, told me sometimes they'd have to pull an engine out and rebuild it and have it back on the road within a day. And it would take different shifts to do it, but they did it. And anyway, this is what I've got so far on that. If you can see that or not, I don't know, but that's what I'm doing right there. And you know, let the wash do the work. I can't say that enough. We don't want this too much, but we want it enough where it looks right. You want it to look like it's a road tractor. This is what we run terminals with, that's what they're doing here. So, yeah, just like that. And that's how you like I said, you don't want to overdo it, but you want to do it enough to where it looks like it's been, we're running some freight here. And just like that. There we go. Now we're looking good. And that's what we have so far. Just like that. They make a difference. These make a difference no matter what you're doing. So, That's what we need. And like I said, I can, it takes time to do this stuff. These are the details that pay off at the end of the day, really. If, despite these tractors were well maintained by CF, and they did a great job on keeping the tractors on the road and the personnel to rebuild them and take care of them. But still, even at that, I mean, there's wear and tear on everything. Trying to think about what else I want to discuss here. Oh, yeah. I make my own CB radios. And how do I do that? Well, I'm going to show you here. These are the sizes of the styrene that I use for these are the two halves you put together. This is the part that goes into the front of the facing of the radio. Okay. You get all the stuff at Hobbytown. I will be taking one of these and cutting it down to make a mic. And when I do that, I will be using this stuff right here, which is basically a spool of wire. I don't know where I got this at, but I used the heck out of it. That's going to be for the lines in the back of the radio going down behind the dash. And then the other one, I'll take a, I don't know, what do I have here? I'll take this right here. And what I will do is, let me find the end here. I'll show you guys this. This is pretty neat. I will take this right here and just wrap it tight. Just like that. Okay. There's your line for your your mic, and you can flex it. You can do all kinds of neat stuff with this. But that is going to be that. You can take either a marker to that, which is not really hard to do. Let me see if I can grab a Sharpie here. You want to take that and just take your time with it. I've done it this way. Now it takes a lot longer this way. But I also will use black paint sometimes. Just thin your paint thin enough. You don't want it to bunch up or anything. You want it to look as real as possible. Anyway, that's an idea for that. I've done that so many times. It's been funny. And making CB radios, not a problem. I guess the next thing I want to discuss is going to be about paint. And how I thin my paint has been the question. And I want to touch on that. Because you guys, you want to know, and I want to help you here. Okay, next thing. And that's about how much paint I put in that cup, no matter what I'm painting, no matter how it is on that. Now, the next thing, get a pipette. Very useful. Okay. Window washer fluid, guys. This is what we do. And I keep it on the bench all the time because I'm using it all the time. That's how much you want to start out with. When it raises right above the paint, okay, you start mixing. Dollar store brushes, you know it. Why not? Ain't gonna hurt. Now, if you have a situation when you're mixing this stuff and it's maybe too thin, don't get nervous. Just throw a little extra paint in there. That'll smooth the whole thing out. As you can see, that's going to flow nice because it's thick enough to do what we want to do here, and it's not too thin. Now, with that being what it is, yeah, here we do this. I'm going to do these mud flaps. And you just want to go in with the stuff. I mean, you see how easy it goes on. It goes on good. And the thing about the washer fluid is that it will smooth out by itself. That's how this stuff is. Airbrushing with the stuff, it's up for debate whether I love it or not. It flows okay. Oh, excuse me. But anyway, that's something that you can, I'm still working some kinks out with that. But I try to keep everything acrylic anymore. I really don't get into the anything oil base. If I can get around it, I try to do that. But sometimes you need a little extra here and there. I mean, it's going to be all right. If you keep it acrylic, this is how you cut it. You'll be all right. I mean, it doesn't take that long. It's like right now, I think we kind of need a little bit more thinner. But what I'm going to say thinner is the washer fluid. And let's see here what we can do. Well, that's one of the mud flaps right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit more of that in. It's just a little too thick. It's not flowing super good. There we go. That should do the job right there. Sometimes you need to do that. And just, put it in, smooth it out. Yeah, that's a lot better. I mean, I try to work with the, if it's a consistency of milk, you're going to be all right. If it's not, no, it's not going to happen too good. I got a little thick here, but it's okay. That doesn't mean we can't fix it. And you're going to notice, see how smoother that goes on? And you might need another coat. If you do, you do. I mean, it's going to be all right. The thing about this stuff is when it dries, it looks like you got brush strokes in it. Don't worry about brush strokes. It's going to go away. It'll go out. It levels by itself because of the fluid. Okay. I found this out the hard way because I wasn't sure how this stuff was going to work, and it works good. You can do all kinds of stuff with this, and I wasn't sure what to think at first, and when I started using it, and I found out real quick that yeah, you can do that, and it'll work good for you. Okay, there you go. There's another real quick on a mud flap. We'll do the back real quick here while we're here. Um, these are the little things that you can just sit down, kick up the creativity, go to town on it, and just have fun. I mean, if it takes you a while to get things done on a project, that's fine. At the end of the day, you feel good about it. And that's how I am anyway. But yeah, we're almost got this covered. And it flows really good. I mean, that's the one thing about this stuff. You just put it on. Anyway, that is going to be, that's your mud flap. 2 of them already done. That's how fast you can do this. And I'm going to do these seat structures real quick. Because I'm getting ready to do some seats in here. Yeah, here we go. Something like that is going to go very quickly, and won't take that long to do. Just like that. And come over and do these with the passenger side. too bad. We're almost there. I mean, I need a couple coats on this. I don't know. Well, anyway, that's where you were at on that. Yeah, just like that. That over there. Okay. Same thing on this. And, I'm doing this to show you guys just how easy this is. And you're dealing with acrylic paints, and it isn't not really a problem. It really isn't. I mean, I was pretty amazed at how fast this stuff dries too, on top of everything else. It really amazes me. Some people I know, and I'm one of those guys. When acrylics first came out, I was really didn't like them because they didn't cover good and all this other. But you know what? Anymore, guys, I'm here to tell you something. You can do something with this acrylic paint that they have out now. It's not like it was when it first come out. For the money you pay for paint anymore, it's almost to the point. I mean, um, it depends on what you want to do for paint. Maybe you're not an acrylic guy. Maybe you're an enamel person. That's fine. Doesn't matter. It's up to you. There are guys that to this day swear by any of these. They rather do anything to use this type of paint. That's fine. Um, I'm always looking for a better alternative. Spray painting anything in the house that is an enamel is not real good to breathe. And I'm doing my best to stay away from this stuff as much as I can. So anyway. Okay, that's painted. So you saw how fast I painted all that stuff. And it didn't take that long. And hey, bear in mind, I may have to do another coat on this. And so anyway, we'll get back to the dipstick real quick. Now we made that dipstick a few minutes ago. I didn't want to touch it down on anything because if I did, I just want to make sure everything was dry. All right, and we want to come in with that. We want to put dipstick in. There it is. There is your dipstick. And if you're at a show and you want to pull it out, there you go. You're all set. So, that's what's going on. I know this has been kind of lengthy to a point. I'm trying to keep it short somewhat, but there's just so much to talk about. Trying to think about anything else here. I got all the fifth wheels totally done. Finally got our coat of paint on everything again. I have to do some dashes. The fifth wheels are looking absolutely amazing. And I got the drive line right in here for the shifting and everything done. It's good to go. That is all that's really going on. And as always, if you guys care to give me a subscribe, it's deeply appreciated. Comments are always appreciated also. And I hope you guys are having a great night and take it easy. Bye.